Alright guys, so for today I'm changing out a front tire, and here are some select tools that I'll be showing to make tire change a little bit easier. Start off with good tire irons. I don't really care for these spoon style tire irons. I much more like these Motion Pro style, because the sharper lip, I can better feel the lip of the tire catch. Where these feel a little too smooth, and I don't know if I'm really hitting the tube or not. Second thing, I'll be showing this guy, which is gonna be the main premiere of these Baja Tool no pinch tire installers. So I'll show that. A bead buddy, these are definitely nice. And then to bust your beads, this guy. So this I'll show right now. So when you have an old front tire like this, it's kind of nice. You gotta use this guy. Open it up. Of course, I'm doing this one-handed, and you just cinch it down to bust that bead. So you don't really need a fancy bead buster. This thing works great, and then from there, you can just muscle man it around. So you're like, there it goes. So, bead set and off, works great. Another thing is this Tusk tire changing stand really helps as well, get you off the ground and off your knees. It is cheap, not the most sturdy. I actually had to weld in a longer base because I'm fucking hella tall. Weird thing is though, this is a nice idea, but you know, you gotta reach way underneath of there, try to get at your tire irons, and it just wasn't very well thought out. So next I'll be doing a video of how well this guy works and is it worth the money. Alright, so when you're installing one of these tires, one of the more frustrating things is this initial bead, which this Baja Pro Tool definitely helps out with. Normally I recommend two hands, but since I'm recording, I will try to do it one-handed. But you can see as I pull this, it just pushes that bead right on. To where this step, it's really nice because it is very hard, and there it goes. Very hard to get tire irons in there. Let's see, it just slips right into the wheel. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, if you have black wheels like this, you'll want to slightly file and smoothen off these corners, because when it pushes on this bead, it does like to scratch the wheels. So that's why I usually like to have two hands, keep it up high, and round that off, preventing it from scratching up your nice black wheels. Another product I might add that's last but certainly not least is tire lube. This Yamaha lube works okay. The only thing is you gotta work fast. So apply it, use it, because it does dry and then it actually ends up kind of sticking. So soapy water works good too. I'm gonna use this up and go back to good old soapy water. All right, and then the dreaded last part of the tire definitely helps push that right on. Now, one thing I also want to mention about this tool, it likes to jam up inside here. You can see now it's not wanting to go back unless I mess with it. Yeah, so these things do work. They do make tire changes easier. The design is not quite there yet. It likes to jam up. It does like to scratch your wheels. Yeah, see, I've made it better, but the reason why it jams up, it's up in there. You can see where it's been hitting. Now you can adjust that down, but it still likes to bind. This guy still can't scratch your wheels unless you use two hands and do it very carefully. But it does work. It does really help speed up the process of putting on these tires. Is it worth the money? I'd say if money's not too much of an issue, sure, but if you're kind of a budget rider, I would say no, not worth the money. Tire irons have been tried and true for generations, so hard to beat.